Well, since high school, Mikaela Gilbert has been working on Chatter Eggs. It's an egg-shaped toy designed to expose children to foreign languages when they are learning to talk. She just graduated from Indiana University, and in a few months, Chatter Eggs will be available in stores and online. So he's here now to talk with Dr. K on the INnovators with what it's all about. Dr. K, take it away.
Well, thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. As you mentioned, she's a graduate of Indiana University's entrepreneurship program, so I'm very proud of that. And I'm also very proud that I've known Mikaela since she came to IU, and she's been really developing. So she's the CEO and one of the original founders of Chatter Products, LLC. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
So I always ask our guests, how did you come up with the idea?
So I came up with the idea for Chatter Eggs. It was a combination of a couple of classes I had in high school. I went to Noblesville High School, and I had an art class where I was handed a wooden egg and told to create an idea out of it. And I created Chatter Eggs, but it was a barnyard animal, still did the wobbling motion, but didn't have the foreign language element that it has now. And then the secondary class that I took was Innovations, which Don Wettrick started at Noblesville. And I took that class, and we had a brainstorming session with the old project and created this foreign language element and added to it. And that's kind of where the idea came from into the Chatter Eggs that we see on the table, which wobble and say a phrase in English and repeat in a foreign language.
So what's the specific innovation? Is that it? The idea of the language and the wobbling? And give me that idea.
Sure. So the specific innovation with the product is that it's speaking both languages simultaneously. There are not a lot of products for children that are not screen-based that teach them foreign language at all. The ones that are available have a switch on the bottom, and these are speaking the languages at the same time.
Interesting, interesting. What's the potential market for this innovation?
So the toy industry is the potential market, which is an $86 billion industry worldwide. It's a bit overwhelming. So I like to narrow it down into this helicopter parent demographic, which is a millennial parent. It makes up about 256,000 parents in the United States.
Right now, what are potential capital funding sources for you?
So currently, we actually have been bootstrapping everything, meaning that we've kind of used our own money or made everything low cost. However, in the near future, we're going to be running a crowdfunding campaign and then going after typical investment funding.
Excellent, excellent. Do you see as the growth potential for this?
So there's a couple of different growth potentials, the first being adding into new languages, but what I really see for this product is that it's the start of a line of products that grow with the child from the moment they have a Chatter Egg until they're 10 years old, they're finally fluent in that foreign language.
Hence the name Chatter Products, right?
Yes.
LLC, which
Didn't want to limit myself.
Really like that. That's great. So describe the major challenges for like the year ahead now for you.
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge is going to be that fundraising. I haven't experienced raising money for anything like this before, so I think that phase is going to be really the toughest.
And then you're also going to be moving to Denver, so you'll be doing this a little bit on the side as you're working in Denver.
Yeah, I think it'll be hard to balance with, I'm starting a new job, so it'll be tough to be balancing starting a business and starting a new job at the same time.
But it's still a smart way to go instead of the old ramen noodles in the garage. So I think that's great on your part to do that. So,
thank you.
As we do on each and every show, I try to provide some what I call Dr. K's prescriptions. So in your case, I came up with these prescriptions on what I call the 3 C's for a new innovation moving into a viable venture, which is exactly where you're going. The first C I put up was credibility. You're going to have to keep educating consumers on the value and viability of this because it's new, it's different, it's a toy, but like the nuances you're going to have to explain to them and sell them. Second is C is customers. To demonstrate this viability by actually selling to some of the potential target markets you're looking at. And once they start to buy and it's easier to explain, I think that's going to help. And the last you already mentioned it in the year ahead, and that is capital. To focus on these viable sources of capital that can move you sort of to the next level. And I even consider you might include looking at some strategic partners that have some kind of reputation that could help you as well.
Definitely.
And I think being in Denver, it gives you more of an expanse to look at, so I think that can all help you.
Definitely.
As you go forward.
Thank you.
So we certainly wish you all the best with that.
Yeah.
Where can our audience find you, Mikaela?
So they can find me at chattertoys.com. Sorry, we've changed that a couple of times. And then they can also find me at my personal email, which is MikaelaKimberly123@gmail.com. Spelled MikaelaKimberly123@gmail. It's a bit long.
But the site is actually chattertoys.com.
Chattertoys.com. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, that's great. So we wish you all the best going forward, Mikaela.
Yeah. Thank you.
Very proud of you.
Awesome.